The intention of today's meeting is to bring more awareness of our soul's presence. And it's to align with the loving nature of our soul. Generally speaking, people are always either questioning what's my soul's purpose? What's all of this about? But before you question what's the purpose of soul, you have to first come in alignment with your soul. And to come in alignment with soul, it's not just a thought or an intention alone. There is a lot of stuff in the way that keeps us at distance from the presence of soul. And what keeps us at distance from the presence of soul is the causal body. The causal body is also known as the karmic body. The karmic body is a body that has a function of cause and effect. The causal body is also seen as the seed of the most subtle of the gross body. So it's what anchors our consciousness in this 3D reality. It's what keeps us in limitation because we're carrying the causal body. The causal body, whatever you have done, received, been through in your life, unless it's really taken care of, it's there. You're carrying it. And it's a sheet, a veil that blocks the presence of your soul to be fully met and to go even way, way, way beyond. So even in your past life experiences, your causal body gets downloaded into your next body. So this is why it's so important that in any lifetime, well, we can only speak of this lifetime because here we are, is to do all the best you can to burn out and clear out that karmic body. Because wherever you go, in what lifetime you incarnate, you're going to carry that with you, wherever you go. So it's essential for us to clear out this primal energy that is connected to our physical aspect. So this causal body is also seen as the body of ignorance or darkness. It's carried within our consciousness, unaware. We are functioning through the causal body, subconsciously, unconsciously. So we can't really be free. Even if someone in this world comes to you or the people in the world and say, hey, from now on, you are free. I mean, what possibly can a human being do in that kind of freedom? There is no freedom at all because you're carrying the baggage of that causal body wherever you go. So ultimately, you can't really be free. Even if you get all the finances you desire, if you get all the success you desire, if you become famous or have everything that you need or want in this reality, in this world, you are not going to be free. So basically, you may say that one is imprisoned, lives in a prison of the causal body. Is what holds humanity locked into this realm. And functioning through this realm in this such a limited 1% of the whole is not going to really fulfill your soul and your true self. So the causal body plays a big, big part in our life experience, because even all your senses that are creating you, your life experience is connected. So we're also imprisoned by the five senses. The five senses are a prison for the soul and the self. When we indulge and desire so much into these five senses, whether it's food, whether it's money, whether it's sex, whether it's any kinds of pleasures, these are a prison. When I speak from the comparison of your true nature and the vastness of your divine self and the purity of your soul. In New Humanity life, most of you are aware of this causal body, especially when you are already in presence and you're working through some deep challenges. And you're working through the deepest karma, actually. It is there just before the opening into non-duality and awareness. Just there is where this causal body, this sheet, is blocking down the soul's presence and this pure light of awareness. This pure light of awareness is, it's like saying, ultimately you are the sun, but now you're perceiving the rays of the sun. You're touching upon the rays, the truth of the rays, touching upon that. So thus, this causal body is what keeps us in ignorance, in darkness, in disconnection from our soul and beyond. And so as this can be seen like a seed, the seed of this gross body. It's a subtle seed that keeps us in an illusion, you may say as well, a distorted reality, that we are separate and we are, not belonging. We are the ones suffering and imprisoned by this and that. But then we come to realize that we have a choice. And we have a choice, and this choice is to actually take a step aside and allow a higher divine's will to step forward. Because your personal will can only take you so far. But as we step aside the personal will, we allow the divine's will to step forward. This is where change begins from. Here is where we begin to align ourselves with a higher power. The higher power is not from thought. It's a higher alignment. It's you giving your power back to you, to your true you, rather than living in an engagement with an imprisoned reality. We are all learning how to be ourselves, how to be in alignment with the higher vehicles of consciousness, and how to not get distracted into these five senses that creates the lower reality of this imprisonment. It is for us to prioritize, to stand in truth, to stand in light, or to stand in love before anything else. So we must break through this root, this seed of sensory experience to be truly liberated from the lower realms. That doesn't mean that the sensory experience will disappear. But what I'm saying is that you won't be imprisoned, controlled by the sensory experience, but rather standing in your almighty power of your own higher vehicles of consciousness, from the soul, and above and beyond. So for this, we have to know how to navigate, isn't it? We have to know how to navigate through this labyrinth of vast distractions that keep us limited. And most of the time, because we don't know any better, we're okay with the limitation, because we don't know any better. But once you learn your way through, navigating through, and you find your place and where you belong, and you strengthen that, then less and less weather storms will affect you. So we are all on this path of not only awakening to our true nature, but we're also here advancing our soul. Because wherever you go after this lifetime, whichever galaxy you're going to end up or choosing to be, you're anyways going to continue advancing your soul. So when I really look at this life experience, I really see nothing in it, nothing that truly nourishes my soul. Apart from being within the soul, apart from living from the soul and moving from the soul and that's when you know that the tasks of the soul are being taken care of and acted upon. Many times we really waste so much of our energy, our spiritual energy, and we just give it away to things which are not important to our soul and the advancement of soul. Maybe because we don't know any better than that. Yet, yes, we are here to remind ourselves to prioritize and live your soul's purpose here on this earth at this time. Because when you're going to leave this body, your causal body will follow up. You will continue carrying from lifetime to lifetime your karmic records. And thus, it's how you continue to sustain that seed of the causal body. So once the seed of the causal body clears out, then the personal individual consciousness will merge back first into the soul and further into your own higher vehicles of consciousness. So this is like a pivot point, which is crucial, very important for our advancement. Of our soul, no matter where you are. So don't imagine that after leaving this planet Earth, you might go to some other galaxy, some other planet where Okay, everything may be more harmonious and elevated and living in a higher realm, a higher dimension, but that does not stop your soul to continue advancing. So, this is the whole purpose of this manifestation, this cosmic manifestation. Advancing and evolving is the only way, is the only path there exists. So to merge back into the ocean of pure consciousness, we have some work to do. And we may not be aware of the past life experiences. We may not be fully aware of this past life experience. But what you are aware of is how you feel, what you experience, what is moving through you in the now. And all of that which you experience is all a part of the causal body that needs to be cleared so that you can merge back home, so that you can merge in this pure bliss and pure truth, pure existence of pure consciousness. Through your soul and through your higher vehicles, such as your divine presence, your divine self.